Hi, I just got home from my land of ancestry, Greece, and when I was there, I picked up something that really surprised me. I didn't know these things existed and how they exactly worked. You've seen votive candles, little bitty candles that you put inside of a glass container, and they burn for a while and then they're gone. But here's a quick, easy way to make a votive oil lamp, not a candle, and it will burn just on plain old olive oil. You can see I've got one going right here. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these, and the things you will need: a piece of aluminum foil, some olive oil, probably regular cooking oil would work just as well, a lighter, you want to get one that has a long stem on it, a cork. I'm going to use a hacksaw, but you could use probably a steak knife if you're really careful, a 1/8 inch drill bit, and you could use string for a wick. You can break up an old candle and use the wick in that, or I'm going to show you down below this video how you can buy these pre-waxed wicks that I got in Greece, and there's 150 of them in here, and they were $1.50 in Greece. Anyway, take a look. Here's a couple of Orthodox crosses I made when I came back, and it was a lot of fun making those, but gosh, this thing here took about 4 hours. It was cut out and carved, but that's another day. So let's go ahead and see how this is put together. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this cork, and I want to use the big part here, and I'm going to cut about a 1/4 inch off of that cork. I probably should have mentioned this, but I'm going to use pliers to hold this thing so it doesn't get away from me. And I'm just going to set it here on my workbench and guesstimate at 1/4 inch. So you can see there's my 1/4 inch cut. It's not perfect. You can see it's a little bit raggedy here, so I can take that off. That'll probably float really well. You can always rub these on the cement and make them just perfectly right for the job. Now I'm going to take my 1/4 inch drill bit, and I'm going to get this centered. Notice I have a hole here. You don't want to drill into your table. So I'm going to punch a hole right through the center of that. There's my hole. And now I'm going to take this aluminum foil, and I'm going to start folding it. And I'm going to fold it a little bit bigger than the diameter of this piece of cork. So there's my first fold. And then I'm going to continue folding like that. My second fold. Third. Fourth. And fifth. And you can fold more folds if you would like to. Then I'm going to take this and fold it in half. Smooth it out, fold that half in half. And finally, I have one more fold left here. It's right there. So I'm going to take that. Notice I keep pressing it because I want to get all the air out of there and almost make it like a solid piece of aluminum. Then I'm going to take it and put it over this hole again, and I'm going to punch a hole about dead center on that. Now I'm going to take the 2 holes, line them up. If you have trouble lining them up, sometimes you can take something like an ice pick and just go like that and go like that. Now you got them lined up. Then I'm going to take this, turn it upside down, and fold once and twice and 3 times and the last time. So take a look. And I'm gonna make these folds. I'm gonna even take it and roll it on its edge to crunch the aluminum into the cork even more. I'm gonna smash it down like that. And you can see what I have here. Cork on the bottom and on the top. Then I'm going to take either a piece of string or a broken candle wick, or I can take this. This is my wick that is pre-waxed. I'm going to put it into the hole and I'm going to spin it and get myself through this hole. It looks like I'm having a little trouble, so I'm going to shove this ice pick all the way through, and it gets fatter as I go up, and it's going to make it a little fatter. So I'm going to go back into here, and it's important that the wick comes out a little bit on the bottom because that is where it's going to wick up. That's actually a scientific term. It's going to wick up the oil through here. Now here's the magic of this. This wick does not burn up. I mean, you can use it times and times again. What happens is the wick draws up the oil through capillary action, and when it comes up to here, the heat of the initial flame causes the oil to vaporize. What is burning is not the liquid oil or the wick, but it's the vapor right above the candle wick. If you look at a candle burning, you'll notice that something's going on right about there. So this here you can drop down into the oil and it will float, and when it floats you can light it, and when it's lit it will start drawing the oil through the base, and you will have a votive candle that is not a candle, but instead it is an oil lamp. And these have been used for thousands and thousands of years going back. I'm talking about olive oil in Greece, probably blubber in Alaska, who knows what in other parts of the world. All you need is some kind of organic oil that can be drawn up and lit. I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe you might want to try one of these. Make sure the first time you do it, light it up, put it in the kitchen sink, and let it burn for a few hours just to make sure everything is burning correctly, and then you'll have a nice candle.